Hi guys! So this is a requested video because I'm on a Facebook group. Shout out to the group Crap I Cooked in Quarantine. As I told you guys, I just can't help myself. I keep making these soups and it is really so easy. So the things that we're gonna need, I told you guys I'd make a video and just show you how easy it is. Things you need, I've cut up some carrots, some celery. This soup is gonna be potato soup, so I've used 4 potatoes and cut them up. And then I cut up a whole onion there. I did save some of the leaves from the celery so I can put that in for some seasoning. A can of corn, and I've left the liquid in there because it will add a lot of flavor to the soup. Some minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic if that's what you have, or if you don't like garlic, you can leave that out. And then package of chicken broth. Again, you can use whatever broth you'd like, vegetable broth. You just need some liquid in there. You could even just use some water if you really wanted to. This packet, which is equal to 1 bouillon cube, makes 2 cups of broth. So I've got 2 cups of warm water here to dissolve that, as I feel like the warm water helps dissolve it a little better. So I cook my soup in a Pampered Chef pressure cooker. I don't have an Instant Pot. This is the pressure cooker that I have and the only one that I've ever used. So I don't know about the settings on other pressure cookers or Instant Pots and so forth. If you don't have one of these units, you can always cook it on the stovetop. You would have to saute your vegetables and then cook it in a pot, and of course it would take a lot longer to cook, which is still totally doable. That's how my family used to cook before we had one of these lovely units. So mine has a setting for sear, which I use all the time because it helps to saute. So what we're gonna do here is put our butter in. You can use vegetable oil, you can use olive oil, you can use whatever. I'm making a cream soup, so I really like to have the butter. We're gonna hit start here. And then once this starts to melt a little bit, we're gonna put all these vegetables into saute, and we will add our garlic, and then we will add our broth and our vegetables. If you're making vegetable soup, you might want to do maybe only 2 or 3 potatoes, because you might add in other vegetables like green beans or peas, or I guess in some cases some people do lima beans and so forth. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this ready, and we'll see where we're at in just a second. Gonna add this bouillon broth here, and then we'll use a little whisk and get it all as mixed in as we can. That looks pretty good. And our butter is still trying to melt, so as soon as that starts to happen, which shouldn't take too long, yeah, it's working on it right now. I absolutely love these pressure cookers because they are literally just so fast. Now, in all fairness, I probably should disclose that I am a Pampered Chef consultant, but literally I signed up and then I haven't really had any parties, so I still use all the stuff that I purchased and got, and I love it so much, and I stand behind the quality and the versatility and just how much fun it really adds to your kitchen. So I don't get any compensation or anything for this video, but I'm simply just showing everybody how I make my soup. All right, so this butter is starting to pop. Beware that it will get hot. So I've added in some of the garlic. Again, I don't really measure. I just kind of put in how much I like to taste. You can measure if you want, or you can omit it if you want. It really truly is just up to you. Soup is totally just a labor of whatever you like in the flavor and what your family likes. So I just added in all of these veggies. You can add in just the onion and celery and carrots first and let those kind of saute a little bit, and then add the potatoes if that's what your preference is. I don't mind if the potatoes get a little mushy, but really I don't feel like they do. So the biggest thing about this soup is that you want to add, this is a cream soup, I'm making creamy potato soup. So you want to make sure you add in any of your cream stuff after it cooks. So for right now, it's just going to be the vegetables, your oil or your butter, any seasonings that you want to add, and then we'll add in all the broths and maybe even a little extra water just to get it cooking. So once your vegetables are a little soft like this, I turned off the sear, and we're going to add in our liquids. So here comes the broth. And depending how much liquid that is, I might add in just a little more broth. The only thing, more broth or more water. I like to just add some water. It will dilute it just a little bit, but I'm okay with that because I can add in seasonings. Here comes my can of corn. If you like more corn, you can definitely add 2. So this right here is a good base for most of the soups that I cook. If you wanted to make like turkey noodle or chicken noodle, you would go ahead and add in some of your chicken here. The best kind of chicken or turkey to add is leftovers because it's already cooked. So if you want to add those in, you need to cook those first and then add them in here. So like oven fry them or whatever. So again, leftovers are good. I suppose you could use a canned chicken, but that's not really my cup of tea. So we'll just keep going forward here. I like to have the water level up just a little bit more than this, so I am going to add in just a little bit of water. So I've also added in some celery leaves just to give it some flavor. I'm going to pull that out once it's all cooked. I'm going to add in about another cup to 1.5 cups full of water. Just give it a stir. Here is also where you can add in any other seasonings that you like. If you like pepper, garlic salt, oregano, cilantro, any of those things, you can definitely add those. So now we put our lid on once we're happy with that. I want to make sure that this is pushed and ready to go. This is our steam valve, and then this is ready here. So I just set it to custom. Turn my, oh, this is hard to do through camera, you guys. Time down to about 10. If you added in any noodles or anything like that, you definitely don't want 10 minutes. You maybe want like 5. They get a little mushy. You could also add those in at the end too. So then we're just gonna hit start. Again, I didn't add in any of the cream stuff, just the butter, no other dairy because it will curdle during the cooking. So now what it's gonna do is it's gonna get up to pressure. That takes about 15 to 20 minutes. It takes a little less time when you use it with sear first, I feel like, because it does get a little bit warmer first. So once this gets up to pressure, it'll beep and then it'll start our timer and start counting down while it cooks. And we'll be back with that. All right, so it's all cooked now. It did a beep. It's been hanging out here for 3 minutes. That's what that 3 is for. So this is the coolest part. You get to push the little button and let it steam out. So we're waiting for this little guy to go down and all that steam to be done. All right, so since that little guy popped down, we can now open this. And we're gonna pull that celery leaf out of there and set this lid over here. To add any kind of seasonings or anything that you might want to add after. If you want to add some noodles, you can always add in some noodles. This is just for potato soup, so we're good to go. And since I'm doing a cream soup, now I got to add in some things to thicken it up and add in our half and half. Here you can use milk if you want. I'm not sure about almond milk or some other kind of milk. That would be totally up to your preference and your experiences there. I know some people, when they're making potato soup, they do take some of this out and blend it just to make it a little thicker. I usually don't do that because I use half and half and I feel like it gets pretty thick. I've got some all-purpose flour, about 2.5 tablespoons in there. You can also use cornstarch if that's what if you're not doing a cream soup. Cornstarch is a good thickener. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this half and half in here. And we'll just give it a whisk and try to get it all smooth so that you don't have any lumps and clumps in your soup. So I'll go ahead and pour this in here. Give it a stir, and then I'll probably add in the rest of this half and half too, because this is not quite as creamy. Some people do add some sour cream. Again, soup is so versatile, you can literally do with it what you want, and it's pretty forgiving. That's why my friends on the group that I'm on couldn't believe that I don't use a recipe, but literally I just kind of look at what I have and go with the basis and just let the soup evolve from there. I'm going to add the rest of this half and half. Alright, so I'll probably let this sit just a little bit longer, just so it gets nice and warm. Oop, I missed a celery leaf. We'll pull that guy out of there. Just for texture, probably would be a little weird. Again, this will thicken just a little bit as it sits here. You can add cheese, you can add cream cheese, or not cream cheese, I guess you could add cream cheese, sour cream. You can add pretty much whatever you and your family like to eat to taste. So there you have it, you guys. This is my potato soup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If while you're here at my channel you take just a second to like and subscribe, I definitely appreciate your help. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.